Field, what up, guys? Wheat, what it do? Welcome back to the wheat field. Welcome to you. Oh my goodness. I don't know why all of a sudden I just started feeling this crazy resistance. Thank you to the Alpha and the Omega for bringing the message through us and onto us. First and foremost, for our spiritual edification, we were picking up Soulful Conversation. We've been seeing these cards, so we want to pull them out and use them. We haven't used them in a minute. They have been speaking to us. So, do you want to write something? I don't know why I feel like I needed to make room, make space. Make room, make space. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I feel discombobulated. I'm going to write that down. So we're just going to write make room. And I'm hearing make room for more. And I don't know if it's like mental capacity, like to see more, to feel more, to think more, to learn more. I don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling right now. Feels very odd. I probably shouldn't. I don't know if I should have cleansed again or what. Hey, sister. Hey, Veronica. Thank you so much. Keep guessing. Thank you so much for tapping in. Hello, beloved. Thank you so much. Soulful Conversation. That's what it is. And we've been feeling these, I don't know the name of this deck, the Soul Truth. Coming, this deck. So we're gonna pull from there today. I feel like higher self energy. Today is February 1st, 2026, which is 211, which is the number 4. And Spirit actually said equals 4. So it's something going on with that. And there's something about the way that they wrote it, though, because when I think about it, let me look at the description. Yeah, they put, I guess they did write 211. Why did I not remember that? I felt like they wrote 121. But it is. It's 211. February 1st, 2006. 2006 equals 1. That adds up to a 4. And it gave us stability is on the way. And I'm getting make room for more. Did we pin this comment? Did it? We didn't. So let's do that. So thank y'all so much for tapping into the Tuesday Week Row Show. When you show enough, never know what you're going to get. It's starting slow, for real, like that old school Crisco. 2.1.1 equals 4, right? And we're getting stability. And Spirit said, make room for more. So that is the message. Make room for more. Stability, 2.1.1. It's almost given like a policy or a procedure. You know how to be like section 2, subsection 1, subsection 1. Right? Let's give it something like that. So learning could be significant for somebody. You could be studying something, again, like policy, where you have a section and then a subsection, a sub and then a sub, right? Because that's how it is. It's given like an outline format, like an outline, so that could be significant, something being outlined in your life or follow the outline. It's given like an indentation. It's follow, why did y'all write then? Follow then, flow, and lead. That's something wrong. Lead? No, they put lead, like LED. Follow, flow, lead. I don't get it. I don't understand. Do you understand? I don't understand. Can you reveal to us? Yes. Okay, let's get some cards. Let's see what they come up with. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for your likes, for your energy. I appreciate each and every one of you. This card says one reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. Am I focused on what I want the most? So are you focusing on what you want the most? Are you feeling some sort of fear? It's almost like, do you feel like you can follow the outline, follow the steps? Do you feel like something is out of place or you just don't understand what the spirit is saying? Yeah, see, are we looking for more? That's what we were getting. They said more, right? It's something about more. Being open to more, making room for more. That's what they wrote. More. And we said more mental capacity, learning more. And then it was like following the outline to lead you to stability. And if you want the stability, then you got to open yourself up for more. Are you looking for more? Guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else? When we search outside ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, frustrated, and never feel quite good enough. It's time to go inward to find everything that you seek. All the answers you need lie within. And that's giving me like the subsections, right? Like a section 2, right? Then you have to go into the subsection, and then you go into another subsection. It's going deep and then deeper. Going within self and then going within the self within self, or something like that. I don't know if that makes sense. Wait. Eh? You said, yes, I don't understand, sis. Absolutely not. I didn't either, because I didn't get it. So you try so hard, beautiful sis. Every time you say, I'm close, you get snacks down. I definitely don't understand that. So I guess we both confused. But what the spirit was getting at is giving like somebody is being led deeper within themselves. Right? If you want to make room for more in your life and you're looking for more like to lead you to a certain place of stability, it's given. I don't know why they are scratching my arm, because it's like, what is this? It's a whole lot of hidden messages. I don't know what that is. Maybe you need to scratch some sort of itch. I don't know, something that's egging at you. What is this, spirit? Alpha and the Omega with truth and clarity. Give us clarity. Give us clarity. Oh, it just sounds like you having some issues. Yeah. And it definitely feels like, again, what you're kind of alluding to is the need for stability. And if you got jealous, hating people, yeah, that's just a byproduct of you growing and doing the more. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to get to the more, you always gonna have jealous, hating ass people. That's a byproduct. You just it's gonna be a part of the process. So hopefully you get your transportation issues, together. But this is definitely giving like going into yourself. Thank y'all so much for kind of working with us as we pull together this ingredients. This Crisco definitely feels slow today. It's cold. We got to get it into the pan, out the can and into the pan. And Alpha and Omega come in and turn the heat up. We gonna get to cooking. What we cooking up? We know a little bit of what. We got some ingredients. I feel like it's a feeling or energy of stability. I feel like it's something going on with the spirit wanting you to go into self. Not just go into yourself, but go into the self of selves, like understanding your inner you, your knower. Like you and going into the hermit and discovering the source of us living, your soul within. But then it's going into that, going deeper to discovering something more. I don't know if you feel like you're being led there or being led by it, because I definitely see follow, and then it was something about flowing, and then led, like LED, as if it was from the past, or just being led by that energy. Thank you, Spirit. So when we reach outside ourselves, or when we search outside of ourselves, we can be overwhelmed, frustrated, and never feel quite good enough. So it's time to go inward and find everything that you seek. Everything that you are seeking, the stability, the more, the clarity, the learning, the revelation, is by going within yourself into the depths, the deepest parts of you. That's what we're getting. Yeah, what expectations do you have that are impossible to meet? Does somebody have unrealistic expectations? Could be. The expectations we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. When we experience disappointment with ourselves or with a relationship, when they are not met. So when we experience disappointment with ourselves or in a relationship when those expectations are not met, it's time to dissolve those expectations and replace them with gratitude. And I'm seeing be guided. We see the word gratitude, but I'm seeing the word guidance, like being guided by your inner. It's like the holiest of holies type of energy. What if it isn't true? And they showed us this card, we didn't read it, but they just shuffled it out. So what if it isn't true? What's not true? The thing that you are telling yourself right now, the concrete reason why you think you don't belong, or you can't do something, or you won't get there, or that you're not enough, or if something just isn't for you. What if that isn't true? Again, it's giving me going into the soul. It's time for a soul chat. Like your inner self, like I don't know if it's like the soul within the soul. I'm not getting that, but it's like you talking to the soul chatting with you and pulling you deeper within yourself and helping you realize some things that you might need to do, like to learn more, to gain a deeper or expanded mental capacity. The more you learn, the more you open up to learning. The more you can experience, the more you can know, and the more you can expand that capacity for thinking and theorizing and just being open to concepts, you're open to more possibilities, more options, right? More things come into you that you can kind of grab onto, sense, and materialize into your manifestations. So if you are a person that's stuck into a certain type of mindset where what you believe is true and what's not true, then you are limiting the possibilities that are available to you. But when you go into yourself and really discover the depths of that is within all of those subsections, you will see that there's more to unfold. It opens up your capacity to more. It says it's time for a soul chat. Close your eyes and put your hands over your heart and ask the wise one within you, what if it isn't true? What else might be possible? What lie do I need to let go of to reach my soul's truth? Somebody may be not understanding that is so much more, right? It's like it's given surface level, like the inability or it's given like the spirit is calling somebody to go within and to go within, like to go deeper and deeper. Like you may go within yourself on a certain level, but it's a deeper level. For somebody, it could have something to do with your relationship with money or currency. What do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? And that could be the expectation that's delusional. It's impossible to meet because somebody has a belief system about their opportunities, about currency, resources, and what it really is truly. Some people look at money as the end result, the paper, the credits in your bank account, the coins in your pocket. But money doesn't start there. It doesn't even just start with your energy, right? It's deeper than just your energy. It starts with your belief system and what do you believe about it. So when you change your belief system, that's a subsection, and you change your energy based on your belief, that's a sub, right? And then now your currency and what you manifest how on the outward is like that changes. That's the section. So it's giving me like the outline, following the outline. I don't know if y'all can get that. How does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe that you are worthy of it, right? Do you believe that you are capable? And it's something about going deeper, because do you believe that you're worthy? Yeah, you can say that you are worthy, but can you say you are it? That's a difference. That's going deeper. I'm infinitely abundant. I'm infinitely abundant. I have so much energy and power within myself, and you cannot convince me otherwise. I know that my sales are always multiplying. I'm a multiplying agent. I know that I'm magnetic. I know that I'm electric, right? I am currency. I create currency. So it's not about whether I'm worthy of currency, it's recognizing that I am currency. And when I switched that mindset, then I became infinitely abundant, and therefore I could see abundance around me everywhere. There's instantly all these other possibilities. So it's about not only going within self, but it's going deeper. It's a deeper level. So again, take a deep dive in your belief system. Thank you to the spirit. See, it started off like a fucking mess. We didn't know what the hell the spirit was saying. Like, what is this? Please order the chaos. Thank you. Higher self says ordering the chaos. It felt so chaotic, right? And they said ordering the chaos. Everything is contained within. Right? See, take a deep dive in your belief systems around money. Are there any beliefs that you need to upgrade to create the results you are wanting most in your life, right? So if you have these expectations, right? And it could be at this point seemingly impossible or quite impossible because you need to go deeper and address your belief systems about money in general or just currency. You could be wanting the more. It could be the stability. And Spirit said, increase your mental capacity to learn more. And when you learn more by stepping and going deeper within yourself, addressing the underlying currents and principles of certain things, you change, right? Your mind opens up to more possibilities, and therefore you have more ways that abundance can flow in, right? It moves it from the impossible to possible. You can't receive anything that your mind doesn't believe to be true. You have already closed the door off to you. But when you open the doors up to all possibilities, then again, now you have all these new avenues for abundance to flow in. Yeah, it's definitely upgrading your energy around money. Which one would you like? This one? This one. Higher self is speaking. Thank y'all so much for tapping into the Series and We Tarot Show. You show enough, never know what you're going to get. Beloved, again, that Crisco could start slow. Like, it's cold. It's thick. They have to warm it up, turn up the heat, and we get to cooking. We know what we cooking up. Yeah, we starting to get it. Yeah, intuition is coming through. So something about vision and something about sight. You could be seeing visions. You could have, what is it that you are looking for? You see it, right? It's like you see it spiritually, but how do you get to it? How does this vision become manifested? Does it feel like you delusional? Like, oh, you can't meet it. It's not going to ever happen. I got this vision and I'm holding on to it, but it feels like it's impossible to get there. You just need to change your belief system. Go within yourself and then go within again to go deeper, to unravel what is it that's holding you back from a mental standpoint, increasing that mental capacity. Because again, you can't get anything that you don't believe is available to you, or that you are not already it. You're not already that. If you are, we're going to use it like, again, money. If you are saying or that you are desiring that to, I can't get it out. I'm hearing, I want to be rich. Basically, they want to be rich. If you want to be insanely rich or wealthy or financially stable, where you have financial freedom, stability, the ability to have freedom of time and flexibility, where you can just go and do as you please when you want to do it, then you have to look at yourself as an entity that's already like, I am infinitely abundant. When you tell yourself the I am and this is me, I am that, I am the thing that I see, then you resonate with that frequency, and the possibilities to make that come true present. Everything will organize itself. The chaos will be organized to make that true, beloved, because you believe it. Spirit says you're not alone. You have a lot of spiritual help and support that is with you. And I'm hearing that they hear how you talk to you. And for some reason, your spirit team is saying that it's delusional. And it's not always, because delusion can be positive and negative, right? Positive delusion is me saying, yeah, I am, well, that's not delusion, that's just fact, right? I am infinitely abundant. I am always multiplying, right? My cells are always multiplying and dividing. I'm always renewing. I'm always refreshing. I'm always growing. I'm always healing. I'm always creating electricity. My neurons are firing right now, creating electricity. I am magnetic. I am the element of everything. Therefore, I am already that thing. And when I speak to myself that way, then I attract what I want. It just comes my way. I don't have to chase anything, right? Everything that I am, it just be, and it's with me. So when you come from that standpoint, it's very different from the, I gotta chase this, I gotta go get this, I gotta hustle and grind for this. No. You actually create a paradigm that says you have a mentality of lack. Anything that you got to run after, anything that you got to chase, anything that I'm on a paper chase, I'm on a money grab. It sounds like you're trying to steal some shit, that you running after something that doesn't belong to you, or that you are not it. Why would I have to chase myself? That's like me seeking on the outside for who I am on the inside. No, I just go in and recognize self. Right? I cognize self. That means I know self. I'm not remembering self or realizing that I already know. So somebody may need to recognize happiness coming through. Yeah, clear your energy. Clear your energy and go with the flow. They said flow. Follow and then flow. Clear your energy and go with the flow. Flow with yourself. Which one would you like? This one? You're on the right path. Clear your energy. Feel your happiness. See your intuition, your intuitive visions. Stay and be led on the right path. That's the led. Thank you. Because we was like, are we going to follow and then lead? Spirit say, flow and led, like you're led through this because you're not alone, beloved. Yeah, go with the, they just say flow, go with the flow. Like, clear your energy, go with the flow. Know that you are good no matter what's happening. Right? Happiness is not just like an emotion. It's like the ability to be good, to know that everything is well no matter what's going on in your life. Everything that's coming to you is a gift no matter what it is. Because if you living in the present is the gift. So anything that's in the present is a gift to you, and it doesn't matter what it is. So think about it. Look, I'm telling you, this is how somebody's going to manifest. It's going to help you get this direction. Like, you may be confused and you need to be led in the right way. Your spirit is saying that to lead you to freedom, right? And a part of it is gratitude. It is. You may think that it's radical for us to say what we're getting ready to say, but it's truth, Ashe. It's something, I'm sure y'all can't see all of that. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's something outside of your purview is what I'm picking up. Spirit said the gift is the present. Ayo say the gift is the present. And whatever is in this present is a gift onto you. You unwrap it, it could be something that you feel like is a gag. Like, bitch, I could throw up because this shit is like, to what? Like, it's making me sick. Or it could be something that like, oh, wow, I'm feeling the light is giving me joy, this high vibrational energy. But no matter what it is, it's still a gift nonetheless. And a lot of people cannot accept that. It's almost like a radicalized way of using gratitude so that you can manifest. Because even if it's hardship, if it's grief, if it's tragedy, there is something in that thing that you can use. It opens up a possibility for you to engage, for you to expand, for you to make some sort of impact for others or for yourself. either way you can use it, Ashe. It is a gift. This one. So it's definitely a thing about how you see the present and what you have been gifted with. And are you using your gifts to your highest benefit? This one, this one, this one, both of them? Yes, okay, thank you. Yes, see, grief. How do you move forward? Even with the hardship that is given to you on a daily basis, it may not feel good, but you can use it to power your chariot. It's like the ability to take the good with the bad. You want to look at this? Yeah, look, magician in reverse. Unable to manifest. That's the manifester, right? The magician. But how do you use that energy to manifest when you don't understand that it's taking you deeper into something else or making you go deep within yourself? Not only changing your relationship with money, but it's just like changing how you see you in general. How do you see life? How do you see every gift that you have received? All of it is given a culmination of your gifts right now in the present. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, see, Queen of Pentacles. How do you accept that energy? Right? And from the stars, it's like, can you see that this is a gift in terms like from, it's giving me Aquarius level energy. It's giving knowledge. It's giving expanding mental capacity. It's giving learning more. Right, we're moving into like the new information age, and it's a re-representation of things that we already know. Like we cognize. They told us to look up that word. I'm gonna see. Do we got the dictionary right now, right here next to us? We don't. We put it on the shelf. Give us a sec to get it, because they had us look up the definition, and we was like, Spirit, why are you having us do that? Right? Because one, cognition. Right? That's about our ability to think and to conceptualize. And then when you put the RE in front of it, it's almost like doing something again, like remembering or recalling, right? It's already been called, so when you recall, you're calling back something that has already been called. And we were like, oh, that feels significant to us. Why does that feel significant? And would you know, see, cognition is not here in this one, so it's beyond elementary. Let's see if they put recognition here. Thank y'all so much for hanging out and indulging us as we bring the message. We got to do what the Spirit say. I don't see it here either. Recollection, here it is. Recognize or recognition, the act of knowing and remembering. See, actually, cognition is to know, and cognition is to remember what you already know. The act of accepting the existence of truth or importance of something, recognition of past mistakes, special attention or taking special notice. To know, recognize, to know, and remember upon seeing something. To be willing to accept something. I recognize my own faults. To approve or take approving notice of something. They recognized his behavior with a medal, right? It's definitely giving me, especially when they say remembering upon seeing something. So I could see somebody or see an instance and I remember something. It brings me into remembrance. And the fact that I am remembering says that I already knew it. I know I'm going to lose people. I know it's a concept. I'm going to try to work it through the way that they are working it through in us. But to be in a space where you can practice your cognition. Cognition says that you know something. And we didn't bring the book. The other book is in the bedroom. But it's on your psychic abilities. This intuition, that's right here, is related to your, not just your vision, but it's also giving me somebody who may have the gift of clear cognizant, right? It's not just knowing what you know. It's not about just remembering that you already know, but it is like sensing things from like this spiritual space, you're not alone. How do they help you realize that you know things that seemingly are unknowable? I know it feels weird. That's what I'm getting though. It's like that psychic ability to know things that are just kind of like the unknowable, the mysteries of life, the mysteries of the ethereal, the mysteries of the spiritual, the knowingness or the of I'm hearing time before time for somebody. The space of no space. Like everything that all that is, that all of it that is. I don't know if that's coming across, if that's making sense. It's like a person that has the knowingness, the sense of everything that is. And when you see something, that's recognition. You're recognizing something that you already know exists. It kind of maybe even feels familiar. It could be a new innovation, and you'd be like, oh, well, there it is. You know, I recognize that. I see that. You've already felt it. You can have visions of something that is very innovative, like something that you know exists, but in the tangible, it doesn't exist. You're going to create it. And you have a sentiment, a feeling of creating and making something that you know does exist somewhere. It's just not where you are currently. And everything that you've experienced in your life cycle, the spirit wants you to count it as a gift because it's preparing you to create the thing that does not yet exist, but you know that it exists. I know that felt a kind of way. Thank y'all so much for staying. Thank you. What up? It's time. It's time. I told you you're going to create it. Queen of Pentacles. It's coming from this. See, you having a hard time manifesting, right? But once you flip your mindset and open up the capacity to this other knowledge, this greater knowledge, that which you already know. You just, it's inside of your knowing knower, like your soul that knows, right? And when you get into that and you allow that information to come up, boom, that vision opens up, you know that it exists somewhere, right? But it's just not here. You're going to create it based on what you've seen. So you're going to take it from that space in the spirit, the spiritual flow, the spiritual waters that flow, because that's what they said, to get in the flow and be led. And they will help you make it tangible. Queen of Pentacles. So what is it that you feel is, you know, what is the belief system, right? You need to understand, they want to show the magician, how to master these tools, that you are every element here already. And as you come into self-mastery and get into your higher level self, right? The self that is cosmic, the cosmic self, the consciousness that is all things, you can pull from that knowledge that's already there, the knowingness of all, and help you remember, help you to recall. And sometimes it is the heartache and pain that shocks you into remembrance. It makes you recognize something. And even when you can see the heartache and pain of all the presents that you've received that are actually working for you, because that's a part of this dark energy that you need to integrate to pull your chariot, beloved. You still battle with doubt, yeah. And that's a part of it, right? When you doubt the fact that you are just pure consciousness, you are the essence of all things in general, there is nothing that you are not. Right? What you choose to express is different. But we all have the capacity of the all within us. And that's the chaos, and we are the ordering of the chaos. We are highly organized, complex beings. You are the highest piece of technology on Gaia, right? Period. Right? Hands down. You are self within self within self. So again, that's what they were giving us. Follow the outline, like 2.1.1, right? Like section 2, go into section 2 is a sub dot 1 section, and into dot 1 is a dot 1, right? So it's a subsection of the sub, which is the whole thing. So I don't know if y'all get that. Anybody that understands how an outline works, they're telling you to follow the outline and go within. because it's something in here that's coming from your true self, the consciousness that is all things, that which knows all things. It just is. And when you realize that you already are, you remember it, you can attract everything, beloved, because again, you're it. You don't bring in what you think you are or what you think you want. You meet yourself on the level that you have already met yourself. Your life and everything in it will be on the level for which you are comfortable with yourself. If you can't go in to go in to go in, then you're not going to see the grandest expression. And you have to be there to allow yourself to be as grand and full and infinite as the universe of consciousness itself. And conscious exists on various different levels. It's subconscious, or what we consider that we are not aware of, and what we are aware of. So if you open yourself to that which you do not know, which it expands your mental capacity, you allow yourself to learn more, then you can become more. You are always limited by what you think and by what you believe. So if you feel like you are getting stagnated results in terms of manifesting your abundance, you always have to go within self and address your belief system. What do I believe that I am? What do I believe I can have? What is it that I'm telling myself about the things that I've received? What tools that I have to use and to work with? All of it. Page of Wands. That's the message. Can you even allow yourself to be inspired by the grief and by the hurt? Oh yeah, it hurt. Oh yeah, I know, baby, I know. It does, it hurt. Trust me, when you feel like you haven't had any support and you doing it by yourself, you know what I mean? But again, you're not alone. And you've never done it by yourself. You're not alone. Creation, the truth of it is creation is whole, is complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. And the heartache and grief could actually be leading you towards your purpose. What that purpose is will require you to go within yourself and to discover it, to look into the grief, to face it, right? Oftentimes we don't want to do that, right? We experience tragedies all the time, and it's through the tragedies that shock us into waking up. It gives us the other energy that we need in order to pull ourselves forward. It is through adversity do we learn. We don't move out of comfort until something makes us hurt. King of Pentacles is coming through. So I don't know if this is going to be another person or if you just balancing out your energy, masculine and feminine, in terms of this earth energy. Somebody could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming through heavy, Cancer with the Chariot. Do see a little bit of air with the star, Aquarius, and then the Three of Swords. One fire sign with the Page of Wands. I'm really picking up a lot of earth. Yeah, we do see Queen of Swords coming through, so that is another air sign. So air is here as well, but it's giving mental, like the capacity. When you think about the hurt and the pain and the things that you've gone through, what is it showing you? What is it teaching you? One, you're not doing it by yourself. The Most High God, the infinite all, is with you to empower you, to help you get through. And it's a lot of things that you are experiencing that could be helpful to others, not just yourself, right? So how do you use that? You want this one? This one. Yeah, how do you use that? Page of Pentacles. Is that your assignment? What is the study guide? What are you supposed to be learning? What seeds are you supposed to be planting because of what you have been experiencing? Those gifts, even though it feels tragic, are seeds that you can use to grow a beautiful garden. And you can water it with your tears. Nobody said that it was going to be easy. We're not. But we do have opportunity to use the pain and change it into purpose. Your dharma is wrapped in those karmic lessons, if you choose to see it. Yeah. You become what you believe, absolutely. And you have to open up your mindset to believe. A person is constrained by their thoughts, right? That's why children are so beautiful, because their imaginations are so open until people start to tell them what's real and what's not real, how to perceive it, how to think about it, right? We stifle them by telling them that they can't be this and that. You can't be a elf fairy princess. Don't tell that baby that. Let them imagine, let them see, let them dream, right? Because they can become what they believe they can become. Anything else? I feel it. You want these? This? Okay, thank you. Thank you guys so much for tapping into today's soulful conversation. Look, direction is what it's giving me. Not just time, but it's direction and this illusion, an illusion about that. I see stress. We got Two of Cups, relationships. We see Page of Swords, learning the assignment, or just the way that we think and killing people's dreams. And it's also giving me something with these swords. Like every sword is a learning lesson. So when we feel like we've been betrayed and the most has happened and they just left us in this down and out, I'm feeling you will be resurrected. You get up. We fall down, but we get up. People do shit to us, but we are victorious. Right, so if this is 11 swords and you being guided by the spirit, this is 11. Queen of Swords is 12, 13, 14, 15 with the Three of Swords. That's a lot of swords. That's some toxic shit. You could feel a kind of way. But if you count the sword that the magician has that's in the reverse and understanding how to work that sword, your mindset, that's 16, you bring down the false foundation. The false foundation that was implanted or programmed in you by somebody telling you what you could and you could not do. What's stressing you? That's another 9 swords. That's 25 motherfucking swords. That's a 7. What robbed you? In your thinking and your mindset, how is your limited mindset robbing you of what you could beget? Queen of Cups. She flying out in a challenge, right, like towards the future. If you are a psychic, if you can see your cognition, we all have spiritual gifts. What's stopping you from getting into the flow? What's stopping you from getting into the flow? Clear your energy. Clear the programming. Allow yourself to believe what you already know to be, what you knew as a child, that anything and everything could exist. There is a dimension where you could fly. It may not be right here, but that doesn't mean that you don't remember what you already know, because you still connected to the whole, to all of consciousness, where that place is possible. 7 of Cups, right? Your ability to daydream, to imagine that all things can and will be. It is. All things are. There is a place for all things. There is a dimension where you could fly, and you probably remembered it. There is a place somewhere where you was an elf fairy princess, and you remembered it. I don't understand like exactly where that dimension is, but I know it's true because I believe in multiple dimensions. Why do I believe in multiple dimensions? Because I live in a 3D. I live in the 3D. That's third dimension. Is that not multiple? So who says it stops at 3? Who says it stops at 10? It's infinite dimensions. So how do you know as a child you weren't remembering cognition, just aware that in one of those dimensions, that's exactly what you were. And so you played it. You could see it. You could daydream on it. Who says that that doesn't still exist? Who says that once you understand that this vision that the spirit gave to you is a version of you, and you can shift to that timeline, you can open up the portal to that dimension and become that and be that. Yeah, you just gotta believe that. When the spirit tell you and they show you, can you do that? Can you marry your own energy? When the spirit tells you and just let them follow, not let them follow. I know that was backwards as shit. We're not saying that. Who gonna follow? Oh, other people gonna follow. Thank you. Because I'm like, that's not what we thought we was gonna say. Other people will follow you. Are you supposed to be a leader for somebody? Yes. And I do see a connection here. Not just you being married in your own energy, but it's almost giving like a connection. And I'm feeling 2 different things. Why do I feel like you turned your back on something or something? Yeah, because you looking the other way. Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles is looking this way. So I feel like you're going to turn your back on something or somebody. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's conflict. Five of Wands. And I feel like on one part, I feel conflict with self. It's almost like the values and the virtues between the King and the Queen of Pentacles. They're both very kind and very gracious, right? They are both giving, but it's something about leaving behind this Queen of Pentacles energy, the conflict of moving forward. I don't know if it's maturity, because this King of Pentacles is a leader. I told you that's what they were saying. It's a leadership. It's a leadership. Oh, that's what it is. Leadership, and that's what they said they will follow, right? See, this King of Pentacles has a wand. This is somebody that's indicative of a leader, leading people forward, right? And it's a conflict about leading people forward. See, you can be just sit right here in your garden and focus on your energy, right? And with her looking at this Page of Wands, it's like, am I going to take the wand? Am I going to take the inspiration and become this leader here with the King of Pentacles? Like, and being confused or conflicted about it. You're supposed to lead others. And it's about this grief and the shit that you done been through. And it's going to give you something. It's a decree here. It's evidence. It could be the evidence of faith, right? Because your belief and you acting on it becomes manifested. So now you have the evidence, the tangible evidence of your faith. The things that you knew that you could not see in the 3D. But you knew those things to be true. So therefore you believed. And you can become what you believe. And here's the tangible evidence of that belief. And it is stemming from the heartache and from the grief. There's a message in that. There's a leader that's being developed from that. And whatever this, you have to make a choice. And somebody would be conflicted about becoming that leader by it coming. They're giving me stepping into leadership. And it's something that you're going to do here in the plane. And it's going to have physical, tangible results. Yeah, somebody may not want to take the cut though. You don't understand how the grief is setting you up for this. Your track wasn't supposed to be easy. You were supposed to get the knowledge. Every sword in this betrayal taught you something. It prepared you for this journey. It prepared you to heal something, to lead other people out of something, right? It's definitely you're being tapped. It's definitely, I'm getting a knock on the door. Look, 8 of Wands. It's a whole lot of messages. And the 5 of Wands and the 8 of Wands is giving 13 Wands. With the Page of Wands that's here, that's 14. That's bringing balance. Temperance angel, a earth angel here that has gone through some very hard shit so that you can wake up and you can remember. You can think about things different. You can expand and realize what you already know. And it's given like you're being faced with a challenge to become this leader. You have to transform your mindset in order to come to balance so that you can lead appropriately, beloved. Justice, come to balance. And look at that sword, the truth. When I mean I'm saying, I'm feeling like somebody, the truth, like the absolute truth. That which balances all things. Yeah, Emperor is coming through. I'm hearing Omega energy. And look, Hangman is giving like you needing to see something, to awaken to something. It's something in a world purview is what I'm getting. And how you look out at the world and what do you see in terms of planning? What do you believe? What's possible? What's possible? All things are possible. If you believe that all things are possible, not just for some people, but for you too. It doesn't just happen for them. It could happen to you too. King of Swords. I'm hearing if you only knew. It's definitely a lot of sword energy. If you only knew. But the thing is you do know. You just need to remember. Queen of Wands is coming through. Confident. Remember. Strong. Remember. confident to believe, strong enough to believe, to allow your mind to go there. It's given increasing your capacity. Make room for more. Make room for more. Anything else, beloved? Yes. We're getting surrender cards. Thank you guys so much for tapping into the Tears of Tarot show. Just a soulful conversation. Spirit said, fear of change, right? This is the year of the horse. Surrender procrastination, right? One step at a time. You ain't got to run up the stairs. Just take one step at a time, right? The first step is going within yourself and then allowing yourself to go deeper within yourself, to go deeper, to address the things that are limiting you. It's giving me the word but. You know what I mean? Like, I would do that, but whatever is on the other side of the but is your limiting belief. That's what you address. I would do that, but I don't have the money. That could be a limit. Maybe what you want to do doesn't necessarily require money. It could just require you to be creative. It could be another avenue for you to get the thing done that you need to get done that may not necessarily require money to do it. Because if you don't have the money, then how else can it be done? Maybe you don't truly need it. See, surrender to creativity. It's just calling you to be more creative, right? I'm picking up a vibe here, right? What is it that it actually requires? Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or to solve a problem. And that's exactly what they were saying. Sometimes we think it's like, I would do this, but I don't have the money. I would do this, but I don't have the money. And it's always wrapped around money. So it's a belief system about money. When you understand that you are an infinite creator, a co-creator of your existence and of your life, when you understand that you are always multiplying, you are always expanding, you are always changing, right? I can't change. I don't like change. You changing every day, all day, but you don't get it. You don't realize it. When you get a cold, you don't want to stay sick. You want to heal. So you are open to change. It's just only in what areas do you allow yourself to change, right? You are getting older every day. Your body is maturing. You're aging. You're changing. Change is always present. It's all about which change are you comfortable with accepting. Sometimes people just can't accept that it is what it is. They can't accept the present, right? They reject it. They resist it instead of accepting it for the gift that it is bringing you something. It is a present. It's something in it that you could use that's going to move you to your dharma. And your dharma has an effect on other people. So if you went through some heavy shit, some heavy grief, some tragedy or something like that, a betrayal, these 10 motherfucking swords, what's in these 10 swords? These 3 swords is 10 swords, 13 swords, 14 swords. How can you use all this energy? And your intellect is marketable. Your intellect is something that nobody could ever take from you. You can package and sell what you know. Just what you know. People become life coaches just like this because they're sharing their life experiences and they're helping people get through this shit. So beloved that's going through so much, you are being taught. You have fucking become a hierophant, a master, a counselor, a teacher in the shit that you went through. And how many people will value what you know? Intelligence is marketable. Thank you, Veronica. Surrender to silence. Don't be silent. They say open up. Yeah, low self-esteem. It's the confidence to say it, to speak up. Surrender to prayer and surrender resentments. Somebody could be praying based on resentment. Like not understanding why life has been so challenging, why this has been your assignment, Page of Pentacles, why you've been, going through this and going through that, and it's been decades and decades and decades and nobody having your back or stabbing you in the back. You are the evidence of that faith of miracle that you can make it despite what the fuck anybody else has done to you. They done balled up every piece of shit they could find and threw it at you, and you still doing it because you not by yourself and you know it. You not by yourself. So how could you teach somebody else? How could you encourage somebody else? How could you counsel somebody else and let them know that they too can get through? I am the evidence of faith. Look at what they threw at me, and I'm still standing. I'm the evidence of faith. I am the miracle. And when you recognize yourself as a miracle, you start to see miracles all around you. Who better than me? Absolutely. When you can see miracles all around you. The Most High God, creation itself is abundant. It cares for all of us. So when you are able to look at the world and be like, this shit is infinitely abundant, it contains everything. It's got the chaos. It's got the ordering, everything. I can see how it just all flows out. It's all whole and complete. It's contained. Nothing broken. Nothing missing. You know that you're safe. And you can see how that shit mirrors in our life. It's going to be the chaos. It's going to be the ordering from the chaos. Volcanoes are hella motherfucking destructive. So are hurricanes. So are typhoons. So are tornadoes. Right? The destruction of life is present in nature. We see it. We talk about the sun all the time. That shit is highly chaotic. But we need it. We are at just a perfect distance away from that chaos that it provides us with the miracle of life. So yeah, you are on your path. Surrender to the path. Surrender to your soul. They put it up here. I think it's this one. You are on the right path. I want to get it and show y'all, but I don't really necessarily want to mess up all the cards. But y'all know we a channel messenger. The spirit be done stack this shit up just like life. It'll be represented to be a whole ass hot ass mess, right? Because that's how life be. It's a part of life is the chaos. One of the things that's one of my pet peeves is when people be like, the Most High God is in a chaos. Chaos is not the Most High. Says who? You talking about the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending, that would make all things? Did it make? So how did it not make chaos? Does it not order the chaos? Does it not control the wind and the waves? So if it's controlling the wind and the waves, then when it's doing that shit and it's fucking flooding some shit and it's blowing down some motherfucking shit, is that not the Most High God creating chaos? Does it not order it? When that volcano fucking erupts and burns every damn thing down in its pathway, but all that fire coming up the belly of the earth, it creates new landmass, it creates expansion, it brings up nutrition and nourishment, right? Because all of our fucking soil is depleted. So look, what's that goddamn mega fucking cauldron that's on fucking Yellowstone? That bitch ain't blue in a minute. I'm not calling her up. She could sleep for a whole long goddamn time, but I'm just saying, she decides to wake the fuck up, we gonna have some new soil around this bitch. I'm just saying. Spirit says stay on your path. Stay on your path. Yeah, see, it's shit being covered up. Like, it's giving backwards, right? Like, people be not believing. They believe, but they don't believe. In order to believe in all things. Believe in you, yes. Creation only comes in chaos, right? Right? If not, you would just be comfortable. You don't move unless there's something to force you to move. Anything that's static has to have a blunt force. I can't move this card unless I put force on it. I mean, the spirit can come in and move it. You've seen it, but I'm just saying, anything that's static, you have to have a force to move it. So, yeah, it's not gonna be comfortable. Yeah, surrender to your intuition. And they said that to somebody as well. So we're gonna move this shit out the way again and get this card. Just so that y'all can see that, yeah, this shit is possible. Whatever. Look, your intuition. What's trying to cover your shit up? Because again, we picked it up and it's like this. Surrender to your intuition. Surrender to your knowingness. Surrender to your natural cognition. Your natural cognition. Your natural knowingness. Right? When you recognize something, you're just recalling or remembering that you already knew it. You already knew. You felt it. You felt it. But did you believe what you felt? No. A lot of people don't listen to their instinct. They don't listen to their gut. They don't believe what they see could actually be. You tell yourself differently. You start to doubt. Is that really me? Yes, that's you. So if you can hold on to it, then it will come to pass. But here's the thing, the pathway for which it comes into you may be rocky. It could be difficult. It could be like, again, in this natural shit where it ain't no pathway that's necessarily been made by another person to walk it. If you the fucking leader and they're saying that you supposed to lead others and they will follow you, then you going first down this path, and that means you need this motherfucking machete to cut your way through this bitch. You are going with your spirit. You not by yourself. You following their directions. You're being led, right? Step by step. But it's not going to be easy because the road has not been paved for you to walk down. Narrow is that path. It's unbeaten. It's uncharted. So yeah, it's not going to feel easy. You're not going to feel like you have the support because ain't nobody else going to volunteer to just go jump and go down that bitch because ain't nobody been down there. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. But shit, Dorothy had her motherfucking intelligence. She got the scarecrow first, did she not? Well, she got that heart next, and she got that strength, the courage to keep on going. But she never set out by herself. She had Toto with her the whole damn time. She was never alone. Never alone. That movie, just that little part of it, the characters, is so significant. She was never by herself. She was never alone. And she had to expand her mental capacity. She had to keep her mind about her. She had to keep her heart, right? And then she got the courage and she kept on going. Storm warning, what the fuck do you do when this shit is coming in? That's the present. Can you see the gift in this? What is the gift? What is it ripping up? What is it changing? What is it calling up? A freaking tornado in the middle of the ocean is disturbing the depths. It's bringing some shit up out the bottom of this bitch. The waves is raging, the emotions. But again, can you be comfortable knowing that you are well despite the storm that's raging? Do you want this one? Yes. Do you want this? No. This. Yeah. Journey. See, can you be comfortable? Can you still go? Can you know that the storm is probably sending you to a place that you're supposed to go? It's redirecting you. It always gives me, like, again, that scene in Moana, right? When she be like, can I get a little help here? After her boat done capsized, she out there trying to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? And even she didn't set out by herself. She had an unexpected helper. The little chicken, hey, that was fucking weird as fucking eating shit that it shouldn't eat and all that. But its whole personality is what helped her do what needed to be done. So she was never by herself. And then when she was having so many complications, her boat tipped over and she was like, can you help me? The fucking storm came and washed her ass all the way to where she was supposed to be. Took her exactly where she was supposed to be. So what is this storm doing? How is it moving you? Action, right? The chariot. What is it giving you? That's this. It's giving you something. You need some sort of injection. You need what you need in order to go where you're going, to fuel your chariot. It don't got the gas. It ain't got the right mix. You need that shit. And people just don't realize it. Indecision. What you gonna do? That's the question. That's the message. What are you gonna do? The thing that you're telling yourself right now, the concrete reason why you can't, where you think you can't do something. You think that you don't belong. You think that you won't get there, or that you are not enough, or that it's not for you. What if it wasn't true? What if? What if it's not true? What if I really can go? What if I can take this less traveled road? Yep. Because I see two energies here. One is yellow and one is white. The yellow does give me solar plexus vibes. But the white, yeah, see, it's like leaves and shit on this side. It's almost giving like things have fallen away. And on this side, it's not. I can't even see what the signs say. Both of them are paths to the unknown. But I feel like you're supposed to go this way. The one where this little white butterfly or something like that is telling you to go. This. I don't feel like you're supposed to go this way. Whatever this is, it's already filled out and it's already been harvested. Right? That's harvest season with the fall. I feel like you're supposed to go this way. It might feel like it's cold, but that's where, like, the planning stage in the winter, where new things are made, the learning is taking place. Yeah, either this is you marrying your energy or understanding something. 14, harmonizing your energy. Yeah, healing. Woman holding a coin. I feel like you're harmonizing your energy. You're balancing justice. Queen and King of Pentacles. She's accepting the wine. She's going to be the King of Pentacles. She's going to be a leader. You are, whoever you are. You're going to move out of the Queen of Pentacles energy when you're just focusing on yourself. You see how she's, look, I don't know if he gave her the flowers or she built them, like if that's her tangible shit and she's focused on it. And again, her back is to him. And that's what I was getting in this visual. I don't know if it comes across the same way when I show it, right? But her back is to him. And I feel like she's focused on those flowers, what she already has. It may not come across to y'all the way that I feel it, but that's what I'm getting. And I feel like you need to turn around and look the other way. You need to stop looking at the past in a certain kind of way. It's giving a Page of Wands. It's giving, like, look at the past and allow it to inspire you. Yeah, healer. It's something about what you're supposed to do. 51 and 6 is bringing balance. Again, balance. The number 8 is balance. And this 14 is relative to the Temperance Angel, which is balance, harmony. But 1 and 4 breaks down to 5. I'm getting a 5 of Wands. It's some sort of challenge with balancing yourself, your energies, your light, your dark, your feminine, your masculine. It's something about what you're focusing on instead of being inspired by what has happened. Yeah, envy is coming through. It could be you are focusing on what you have acquired. It could be some sort of lack. It could be tangibility. It could be, envy that nobody's with you to help you do the thing. Sometimes we could be envious of having a lack of support. Why is nobody helping us? Right? But when you realize that you have so much spiritual support, it's like, be grateful for that. But I do get this energy of not feeling physically supported. But I feel like it's something in your emotion, in this envy of not having physical support and having to do it by yourself, that's helping you on your soul path. It's helping you on your journey. It's helping you to manifest. It's helping push you into this magician energy. And we said you as the magician at the start of the reading, you came out in reverse. You were in reverse. Right, so what is the belief, the sword, the truth that you needed to see, the lessons that you needed to learn to put yourself in the right way at the end of the day, knowing that you can manifest anything in truth, justice, balance, that you are already it. When you come through all this shit and you can move through this darkness, this adversity, not having, anybody to help you do it, you can either be like with the Eeyore and look at people like they did not do it, or they did not help me, and you feel a kind of way, or you could be like, I am the motherfucking shit. When I say everything that you took that shit and ate that shit the fuck up, and what I pushed out from that shit is the motherfucking truth. It's so motherfucking cold. The testimonies is so real and so authentic. You can talk to. I got so much to give. I've learned so much. The intelligence is just off the charts. Like, it's all about how you quantify it, how you see self. Again, it's like, am I going to be a victim of my circumstances, or am I a victor over my circumstances? And when you say that you are a victor, then you turn this envy over, right? It's like you already know that I'm whole, I'm complete. I don't have to choose this or that. I'm everything. You balance yourself. You balance your light and your dark. You definitely lean into your intuition. You lean into your cognition. You lean into your vision. You know that it can be. See, surrender to outdated beliefs about yourself. What do you believe about you, we? Come on, let go of limiting beliefs about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your own power. This strength card that's here. You can own your own power when you balance yourself. You a fighter. You a motherfucking warrior. You think you ain't got some shit in you that's working, some things that you could do that's empowering the plans, the pathway that's before you? Absolutely. But we don't move without adversity. We get comfortable. We get complacent. And you may not have learned what you needed to learn so that you could do what you need to do at the end of the day. Count it all to good. Count it to joy. It's a gift. This one, this one, this one, this one. Which one would you like? Options, shit, possibilities. What you want, beloved? I'm seeing dreams. Let's get it. We've been pulling on these dream cards for a minute, because we definitely feel like a lot of people, their vision, them seeing it, but you have to open up your mental capacity to believe that all things are possible for you to achieve it, that you are already it. Can you believe that you are already it? Can you walk it like you see it, right, before it even happened? Become the evidence of faith. What they say, whenever life throws obstacles in your way and things don't go as planned, accept them and say thank you. That's that gratitude that they said. Thank you. I'm ready for the lessons this alternative path will teach me. I trust these lessons are valuable for my dreams to come true. Y'all gonna make me cry up in here. Didn't they just not say that? Is that not the summation of everything that they were just saying? Whenever life throws obstacles in your way and things don't go as planned, accept them and say thank you. I'm ready for the lessons this alternative pathway will teach me. I trust these lessons. Anything else in here? Yeah, because these cards became stiff as shit. We can't even freaking, they feel like they don't even want to be in. Somebody rigid. That's what it is rigidity. Things don't off that look. Y'all think they lying. You think you by yourself. This shit ain't true. I am alone. What you mean I'm never alone? No, you not. No, you not. Things often don't go or work out as they were planned. Ain't that what this card say? Whenever life throws obstacles in your way, things don't go as planned, accept them and say thank you. And then they pull out the next card. At first, they wouldn't even let us shuffle it because they said you was being rigid. And then when we got that, it's like, oh, be flexible. And the card they pull, it says things often don't work out as planned. What? Let things appear just as they do, and be sure to notice how they unfold perfectly. That's chaos being ordered. That's what they said. It's not going to always go the way that you think it should go, but it's still taking you the way that you need to go. Because if it worked out the way that you think it should have worked out, then you won't be where you need to be at the end of the day, You need to take the unbeaten pathway. You need to take the less traveled road. You need to have those lessons, that next level intelligence, Aquarius, to become the leader that you were destined to be able to be this magician to manifest. You want anything else in here? They're saying no. This moment is the foundation for all future moments. Open your mind and receive each moment as a new and exciting possibility. Can you receive each moment in the present as a gift that it is, no matter what is wrapped in it? Some people will be like, oh, that's a prank, that's a gag, or that's just, why the fuck would you give me this? I'm seeing like one of those fucking videos off TikToks and shit where women get a gift from their husband or their boyfriend, and it's some shit that they boyfriend or their husband know that they don't fucking like. That. This woman, I was seeing a video, she was like, her husband got her a birthday gift. And first of all, how the fuck is it a gift when it was up underneath a blanket? He didn't put it in a gift bag or nothing. He set it on the chair and threw a blanket on top of it. He was like, that's your birthday gift. She was like, oh, really? You could see that she was so thoroughly excited, right? So then she pulled the blanket off, and it's a hot dog steamer. She was like, did you give me a hot dog steamer for my birthday? Question. Yeah, don't you like it? She said, but I don't even eat hot dogs. He said, but everybody else do. What is that fucked up situation teaching you about in that moment? That you married to a person that don't give a shit about your own delight, joy? They don't appreciate you. So how is that a gift, Lottie? Yeah, you can tell other people that that shit sucks. That is weaponizing incompetence. This is the sign of a person that really doesn't like you or care about your well-being or your joy. They don't have the capacity to celebrate you. They will not uplift you. They will not support you. And if you sit there and you take it and you think it's funny and you do nothing about it, then what type of lesson does that also leave? That you're supposed to accept that type of treatment? A person that doesn't appreciate you at all? That'll give you the exact opposite of not what you know. They'll give you a gift to create something for themselves and some shit that you don't even fucking eat. How does that talk about a fucking caring connection? What? Would you not feel a kind of way in a fucking relationship with a person that'll buy you as a gift for some shit that you don't even like, you don't eat, and you look at other people either being by themselves or having a loving connection? Would you not feel that energy? Fuck yeah, you would. That's natural. It's natural. But it's supposed to tell you to move around. It's supposed to tell you to love more about yourself, to balance you, to recognize why are you connected to a person that'll do that to you. So what else could it mean? It could mean that you are a lesson teacher, a lesson bringer to other people so that they don't encounter the same thing, or when they start to encounter it, they can recognize it more quickly, like in the dating stages before they're married with children and feel like they're now stuck. Everything is a gift if you choose to accept it. It is. Your gifts could look different. We gave a party over the fall. Intuition, definitely a gift for somebody. Spirit said use it. Right? And sometimes we experience things because we didn't follow our intuition. So that hardship that we experience is to teach you to follow it. What am I looking for outside of myself that is already within me? What were you looking for that was already within yourself? Were you looking to get it from someone else? From somewhere else? That's always the first step in the wrong direction. When you are looking to get something from someone else or outside of yourself. We can self-soothe, right? We can be okay in our single energy or with ourselves feeling whole and complete. And when you feel whole and complete, then you attract in other whole and complete beings. But the thing about it in this day and age is that so many people have an outside reference system or referral system. Everybody's looking on the outside, and a lot of people have been taught to. Right, a lot of women have been taught that their whole existence is to center men in their lives, and they're taught from a very, and this is not no feministic shit. It's just about autonomy and understanding self. Right, it is. When we go to school, I know in my age, I'm from the generation where we still had home economics and we still had shop and all that shit in high school. Right? I remember, like, even when you think about children and their toys, little girls are taught to be caregivers. They're taught to be mommies and to be wives, right? That is a male-centered society. where I'm taught to care for somebody else, how to be their peace, how to take care of their needs. But who's teaching me how to take care of my own, how to recognize myself? And so when I go out and I find a partner, somebody, and I'm caring for their needs and I'm putting everything in them, then what's being poured into me? Not a whole lot of nothing. And then if you are teaching men that they are to be the center of society, then they're treating other people like they're just tools to support their needs. So they're not necessarily taught to nurture and to give back into you and to pour into you. Not from a relationship standpoint, not from a caring connection. Now, that is not absolute. Everybody's experience is not that. And people are being taught a more well-rounded viewpoint in terms of how we connect. To care for yourself, to solidify yourself, to make sure that you are a strong foundation, because you never know when you have to do it, aka by yourself. And that's not because men just always leave or women just leave. It's more about like spouses pass away, people transition. So what happens if something, because every relationship is temporary. Even if you took vows, it's still till death do you part. So if you have a partner or you don't have a foundation within yourself, then what happens when you're left to do it by yourself? That's just a general principle. But a lot of people have not been taught to rely on self, to be self-reliant. You've been taught to be available so other people can rely on you. And that's not necessarily fulfilling. Oh, wow, you literally just had this conversation. Wow. It's true, though. It's definitely a whole thing, this one. So what excuses am I making right now? That's what Spirit said. No more excuses. No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. We were just talking to it's time, so the time is catching me. I think that's funny. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit is, look, gratitude, right? Spirit is definitely funny. The time is now. It's time. The time is now. That's the truth. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. You will find a way. So having money is not the end all be all. There is another way, right? You will find a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. Where there's a will, there's yellow dress, the solar plexus. Where there's a will, there is a way. And with all this backing behind you, the spiritual help and support, you being rooted and grounded and confident, like they're giving you the confidence, they're teaching you the confidence, they're helping you move forward, there's no way that you will not do it. Because if it's important enough to you, you will find a way. So today, decide which road will you take, right? Do it if you don't feel like you're ready. Listen to your heart and you will be led. And they wrote that. Y'all, they so good. They so good, y'all. Because they literally wrote that. Y'all, I don't know if you can read. They chicken scratch. Can y'all see that? The word led, right? And we said spirit very early because we thought they were going to say follow, then flow, and lead. And we weren't picking up on leadership. But it's not for you to lead. It's for you to be led. And who's leading you is the spirits that are with you. They're helping you. And that's what they said here, right? Today, make a decision. Do it if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart and you will be led. All of these spirits that are with you, they will help you. You will be led by them and others will follow you. Wow. Wow. So we're going to get the journey and we're going to wrap it up because I don't even know. I just feel like, there's something else in here. I have been feeling like this card, it says adversity is the best way to learn, like through those challenges. I was feeling that energy. They may bring it and they may not. We did see the card in the surrender deck that said surrender to prayer, and it was saying surrender resentments. So don't pray from a resentful place. Like praying from the energy, Praying for the energy of, woe is me, right? Pray from a heart of gratitude. Thank you for all things. You want both of these? Okay. This one? Yeah, see, definitely prayer. Second chakra, going into the spirit, right? The kingdom space, and praying from a space of resentment. It's like some sort of attachment, right? And so, therefore, the energy of your prayer is going out with the energy of resentment, right? So, you have to change that vibration. And how you change it is to pray about everything that you're grateful for, even the tough situations, because it's bringing you the gas that you need to fuel the chariot and move forward. Absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 4. They brought that back. They said put that second chakra right back on there. Kingdom space 36, leading you to 9, 9 of cups, to everything, wish fulfillment. Release the 9 of swords, praying from a place of resentment. Yeah, beloved, bring that to balance. You need both energies in order to pull that chariot. 22. Yeah, it's bringing you to that Queen of Pentacles. That's what they said. But you got to release the attachment to something. I do feel like somebody is on the road to getting that bread, that value, and that's you. Intellectual value. What you know, what you have experienced is valuable. Like Veronica said, it's marketable. So release that 9 of swords, the anxiety. Allow it to be revealed onto you. Patience through your meditation, rest and rejuvenation, right? And it's also like, again, that judgment. There you go. It's judgments, not only in relationships, but how do you see yourself and your connections. It's a lot that's going on that you've learned through going through each one of those 10, 15, 16 motherfucking swords. You done got the strength, right? And it's been going through, it's because of the shit you've gone through. Community. What has been held up? Victory. And I don't know if it has something to do with communication, because I definitely feel the stuttering coming in. I don't know if somebody's trying to bind your tongue, or if it's like because of the area, community, the people, you may feel bound by it. You may not be recognizing the fact that you are going to be victorious, or you are victorious over all the things that try to hold you, beloved. Yeah, fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. The energy of love, your energy, mastering your energy. You're a leader. Release the doubt. Beloved said she was struggling with the doubt. Release the doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. You don't have to know in the moment. Just open up your mental capacity so that you can have the revelation come in onto you. Because the truth is the knowingness of all things is already built within you. But what is the resistance that's keeping it, or not allowing it to come up and to reveal itself? Is revelation of that which you already know. Recognition is the remembering of what you already know. Peace coming in. Not anxiety. I bring love and I release all negative energy. Shit, transmute that shit into gas for your chariot. Fuel it so that you can move towards freedom. Denial is popping out. Failure. Don't feel like you're going to fail, and if anything, accept it. Don't deny failure. It's just an iteration. It didn't work out well. I learned some shit. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Definitely getting that. And that's what they said. Mental capacity, learn more. Make room for more. Make more motherfucking mistakes. Go out there and do the shit. When you are walking down a road that has not been charted, you can fuck around. You gonna trip over some shit. You gonna fuck around and scrape yourself, cut yourself on some shit. You gonna take a turn that's gonna lead you to a dead end, and you have to backtrack and find another way. Y'all trying to figure this shit out, right? So don't be afraid to make a mistake. Every time that it doesn't work out the way that you planned it to work out, that's what they said. Things don't always work out the way that you planned it. You may feel like it failed. When life throws those obstacles your way, things don't go as planned. Accept them and say thank you. Thank you for the failure. Thank you for the things that didn't work out. Thank you for the learning through that mistake. It was an opportunity. I appreciate you for all the opportunities that you bring to me. When you are discounting half of the opportunities because you don't like the result of how it worked out and you didn't learn the lesson, then you are definitely going to sit in the energy of doubt, right? It's going to make you feel like, oh, I might fuck it up. I might have to be perfect, right? Because if it's not perfect, then it's not winning, it's not success. Who says that? Success could be failing fast and failing quick. Quick like this. I want to fail so fast that I'm moving right from that lesson into the next lesson. I'm getting that intelligence and I'm applying it to the next time that I do it. I'm going faster and faster and faster. I'm the most fucking fast, efficient failure you ever seen in your life. But I know the trick. That failure is built into success. You cannot succeed if you are afraid to fail, beloved. Accept it. Package it up with your fear, with your anxiety, with the fact that you don't feel ready and the fact that you don't know everything. Put all of that shit in a motherfucking bag, throw it in the trunk, and carry it forward with you in your chariot. You take it with you. Nobody said that you had to overcome it or dismiss it or get rid of it in order to be ready. They said you go anyway before you feel ready. Service. Baby, did Jesus Christ tell you to come over here and leave your message? Are you a missionary? Because Jesus was never in a church, and the miracles that they did on the side of the riverbanks is more in line with this than anything in your church. Please exit my space. Don't come over here and do that. We don't do judgments. This is a safe space for all who want to be here. And if you don't want to be here, then don't be where you don't want to be. Thank you. Get your ass out of here. I can't stand people who do that. Today is not the day. Today is not the day. Judgmental ass. Fuck out of here. I always want to. And we pull in service. Okay? Service. I feel good when I can help other people. People who decide to come to spaces like this to get the counseling and the message that we are delivering today, the encouragement that they can still be successful besides anything that they may have gone through. And the messenger that you talking about died on a cross, which didn't, if you learn. You can believe what you want to believe. It's possible. It's possible. Okay? But they was never in a church or a synagogue or anybody's building. Tell me, did they not go in there and kick them motherfucking tables over? And what church did they step into after that? I'll wait. Oh, okay, now we back. Thank you to the Most High God, the Alpha and Omega, that which sent the word to be, moving on the breath of life, so that everything in creation can be. We are the only begotten. We are the body. Honestly, we are the body. I can't always expect other people to tell the truth, but I can expect it from myself. I know the great revealer that is within, that knows all things, that reveals all things, that shows itself to be true, is built inside of you. It ain't inside no building, and that's exactly what we was talking about, is it not? That belief system that everything is on the outside of you, got you seeking on the outside instead of going within. Greater that is within than that is within the word. The world, read your word. They need to study it. They done got me frazzled right now, but it's definitely something about communication. Greater that is within than that which is in the world. Okay? Let's get in the right way. Let's get in the right way. Thank y'all so much for being here with me as we had to get that out, because that hit my spirit. Like we said, failure is a part of success. You cannot get to success if you are afraid to fail, beloved. You must persist. You must have perseverance so that you can see the evidence of your faith. You believe it so tough that you are so fixed on it and convicted that you will persist and continue because you know that it will happen. That which showed you, which told you, will perform that work through you. Come on with this thing. Let's be free. Let's be sovereign with this thing. I possess the power and the free will to create my own what? Happiness. And you can create happiness no matter what you going in, because happiness is nothing but being good with what's happening. No matter what it is. Confident enough, knowing enough that you possess the gifts of the soul that are a benefit to you and to others. Let's get it. Honestly, let's get it. They not going to tell you the truth because they don't want you to be powerful. Come on with this thing, service. Again, I feel good when I can help others. What does your testimony do for other people? What does it do for you? When you tell them how you've been through, how you went through, how they walked you through, how they led you through, and now you got other people following you, oh, that's some shit, right? And be careful about the people who will leave your legacy and your testimony because that messenger didn't write shit. Just saying. Speaking truth, speaking facts. If you could pull their testimony in their own written word, then let's talk about it. Because I don't think it's a book of Jesus, Yahushua, Yehoshua, Yeshua, Isha, Eosha, none of them. Didn't leave not a written word nowhere. So don't come up here and tell me what they said or what they didn't say. They boys said that, and some of them bitches in their camp was fucked up. Let's get it. One of them denied even knowing them 3 times. One of them betrayed them, right, for how many pieces of silver? But you counting letters that they wrote to other people as gospel. Get your ass out of here. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. And move expeditiously. Expeditiously. How do we accelerate ourselves? Look within, because that's what that messenger said. They said, look within. Look to that which sent me, which is the Alpha and the Omega, that gave them the call and the decree to do the thing. That's fuckery. 5 of Swords. Change your mindset. Repent is what they said. And that is nothing but the ability to see things differently, to think about it differently. That didn't work out so well. Now, did it? Failure. Oh, so I'm going to take that lesson, change my mind, do it different. If I hurt somebody, I'm going to make amends, a recompense. I'm going to pay that. Karma, karmatic debt. Oh my God, are we paying karmatic debt? Are we going to a person and apologizing and seeing how we could make up for the shit that we did that hurt them? Yes. Is a lot of people in that way? No. Why? Because they would rather just pray their sins away and don't do shit about it. That's not true repentance. Make a decision. What side of the fence you gonna be on? You gonna worship a savior that never went to the church? They never told you to do it either. They boys did, but who you gonna believe? Them that killed him, or them that said it supposedly? Let's get it. It's fuckery. Conflict, nothing but conflict. But can we get together and understand that we are both? We are both sinner and saint at the same damn time. We are both chaos and order at the same time. We are both masculine and we are both feminine. We are all of it, beloved. I don't have to choose and be like, oh, I'm just light or I'm just dark. My soul is going to say what it's expressing. And I choose to be of service of others. So I guess that is a choice. Thank you, Spirit, for that correction. But it is given that. We're both. And there's so many people that deny their feminine energy. They deny their masculine energy that leads them this way or leads them this way. You know what I'm saying? Come to balance. It's not just about failure or success. It's not about doubting or unknowingness versus the knowingness. It's all of it. It's some things that you're going to know and it's some things that you're not going to know. It's some things that are going to be revealed and it's some things that are not going to be revealed. There's sometimes they're going to take you in places where you feel like they led you right into the bullshit. They led you into a struggle. They led you into a challenge. They led you into the obstacle. Why did they do it? Because it was learning in there that you needed to get. 5 of Swords and 2 of Swords is 7 swords. Sometimes it's strategy. Sometimes it's their strategy. And you may not understand what the strategy is until you're on the other side of the mountain looking back at it. And you'd be like, damn, I did not know this. I was exposed to this. Through this trial and tribulation was I awakened. Did I discover my true self? Did I discover my spiritual gifts? Did I discover my purpose and my service and what I'm supposed to give back? I needed to experience it so I can have firsthand knowledge and knowingness and compassion of what it is. I can sense it. I'm sensitive to it. How do you become sensitive to anything if you don't go through shit? When you sit on your cushy little space and you've never experienced anything, beloved, you've been sheltered. They're not gonna do that. It's not good for you. Come on, Six of Cups. What did the past teach you? Can you look back at it like we just said? They just said, because we don't say a fuck shit thing. We don't do none of this. But can you look back at it with the sentiment of gratitude? That everything that was in it was a present. I was gifted something. And all of these gifts combined, see, I was gifted. So now I possess these gifts. Gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Self-esteem. Can you see that? Like if you were receiving all of these gifts from the past, and now you possess these gifts, how do they benefit you and others like you? Anything else in here, guys? This? See? Queen of Cups. You are now sensitive to it. You have compassion for it. Not only do you sense it, look, it's giving that, like that's that gift that she received, right? I know it's different, but look at the resonance, the energy. I love y'all so much. Look, King of Cups, come to balance. When you, man, Chariot, it's helping you move forward. Just stay confident. You are this magician. You needed it. Even if you don't feel like it, and it hurt so bad, beloved, I know. Things that just feel like it's just ripping apart your soul, the very fabric of your soul. What is it doing? Why? Is it so that you can leave a record of something behind that's so powerful that people will be talking about your message 2,000 years later? Because again, don't count it out that it can't be you. Greater works will you do if you believe that to be true. If you believe that to be true, the message was just reminding you of who you already were. They were just telling you what you already were. They wasn't telling you anything new. They were reminding you of you. So if you could do greater works, that means that you could do what they did and more. You could do it too. Why are they trying to send you back somewhere they told you to come out of? Y'all don't think that's fuckery? Why are you accepting gospel letters from other people, the very people that did them wrong? Once I learned to study and to increase my mental capacity to learn more, getting additional data, looking deeper, not just a section, but going into that subsection and then into that subsection, following the outline that was already laid out, you learn some shit. It definitely will help you deal with that doubt, beloved. Because no matter what, all paths lead home. You gonna be successful. Right? Regret is in reverse. And I don't regret it. I know that I can't change the past. But some people feel like, if I just sit here and wallow in the energy of it, it's gonna do something. No. Can you accept it? When you can accept it, you can use it. It becomes a present. Happiness, again, is saying that you can be good no matter what's happening. I love y'all. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Tears of We Tarot Show, where you show enough, never know what you're going to get. It's just a soulful conversation. And everything that happens in it is synchronistic. It's a God incident. So we haven't had a person like that come in a very long time. And I'm sure it's just the title. If I say soulful conversation, and we always talk about the Most High, the AO. We always talk about the Holy Spirit, right? We talk about the breath that fuels us and animates this God body. We talk about the infinite word that lives within us. We talk about our Christ consciousness returning, that we are Christ. They are not a one-person individual that you know. But if you believe that, that's what you believe. It's not for me to change it. I would just implore you to study, beloved. Study. And if you study, study from multiple books. Like, get 3 or 4 different Christian Bibles and compare the words and see how they're different. Can you see the spirit of it? Have you compared it to any other theology? Have you found the things that are missing? This is just you. If you guys are not comfortable with this part of the conversation, you can do your thing. You can do this, right? You can walk away. It's okay, because everybody is only ready to receive. You can only receive what you have allowed your mind to open up to, right? So if you are not in a place where you're flexible enough to challenge your belief systems, like they said, those outdated beliefs that could affect you deeply, then you're going to be limited to that capacity. When you open yourself up to all things and you can study and you can consider, right? Then now you're open up to all things, right? It can come into you because it's a possibility for you. But if you are limited to just this one thing and this one subset that you were programmed to believe ever since childhood, you were indoctrinated, you were born into it, and it has set your mindset to just be this, you are limited. You have a scarcity mindset and don't even realize it. Because you believe that life only exists in this type of way. The AO only represents itself the way that this one particular text told you that it does. And if you don't dig into it to find any falsities, if there's any manipulation, if there's any dark psychology that's associated with it, what paradigms does it hold up? Does it make sense? Is it turned backwards in and against itself? And how do you justify those inconsistencies? If you do that in your belief system, in your religion, I bet you do it in other areas of your life. Do you sit in a relationship, a caring connection with a person who's inconsistent with you and their words are turned backwards against themselves, and you allow it to be, in your life? You accept it to be true. You justify for them. Whatever principles that you have operating in your life, think about those principles and are you consistently applying them in every area of your life? If it doesn't make sense for your money, then why does it make sense for your belief system? Why does it make sense in your relationship? It's just principle. They can be generally applied, beloved. If you can't trust certain things to be true, then go do some more research and find out. I don't feel like that's right. My spirit of discernment is telling me there's something wrong with that. If your discernment is saying that there's something wrong with that, then it's something wrong with that. Change it. If your spirit of discernment says it's something wrong with that, it's something wrong with that. Knowing good and well this motherfucker out here doing you wrong. I feel it in my gut. I know something going on. So what do? You go look for the evidence so that you can prove your gut to be true. And then you find the evidence that this motherfucker is fucking around on you, and you approach them with the information, the evidence that you found, and what do? You listen to them gaslight you and tell you with some other shit, and then you justify for them, and then you stay, beloved. Same thing. If your gut told you something wasn't right, and you decided to investigate and you got the evidence, you don't have to confront shit. You already know what it is. Move around, change, beloved. What you gonna do? What you gonna argue with a person that's gonna convince you to stay in some shit that you shouldn't be in? Oh, yes, Veronica, yes. Yes. You don't have to confront them. When my gut says that energy is fucked up, I trust my knower. The knower that knows, that don't lie to me. It's going to tell me something wrong with that. That's fuckery. And that shit, your spirit told you that shit was fuckery when you was in Sunday school. They couldn't make you make that shit make sense for nothing until they told you just believe it just for the sake of believing it. So now you got blind faith. You just believe in shit because somebody told you to believe it. Why? That's not smart. I mean, is that intelligence when wisdom is the principal thing, but the first sin was knowing, learning something? Having the ability to understand and know good from evil was the first motherfucking sin. Right? Not being obedient to instructions so that you can have your eyes open and be intelligent, but wisdom is the principal thing. Make it make sense. If you following anything that's turned inside out and backwards against itself, something telling you not to think with intelligence, the word is we are that. Come on now, perseverance is here in indecision. Somebody is trapped in a state of indecision, wanting to be free, but you can't be free until you free your mind. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for joining us here. Go through the transformation shit in that shit so that you can get to your abundance. The renewing of your mind. And you can't renew your mind with the same old shit. You gotta learn something different to renew it. How you gonna renew it with the same thing that you thought you had to know? That's okay though. That's okay. I heard Spirit say case closed. They closed the book on that. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Like 5 minutes ago, you was thinking about when you found out someone you was seeing has a whole other girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah. Your spirit be knowing. You be knowing. You be talking about a women's intuition. That's what they brought that card out with at least twice here. Follow your intuition. The evidence of that faith, of that intuition that you followed, it'll make itself known. It'll show itself to you. The word always shows itself to be approved. It always shows itself to be approved. It's going to show itself in due time. Just let the shit unfold. Let the chaos be ordered. It'll show itself for real, for real. You will see. That's why the Spirit told me to get the fuck away from this person. They was evil and nefarious and malicious, and they probably could have unalived me. My spirit said, leave. So for us, we got the fuck up and left in the middle of the goddamn night, put these house shoes on, get the fuck on. Because that shit happens. Fucking around with people and you be like not wanting to believe that that's them, even though everything in your spirit is telling you different and you listening to some other shit. It was a beloved today that did not see today. She was unalived by her boyfriend in an argument with a whole man being emotional, pulled out a pew pew. Y'all know we can't say that on YouTube, and she did not see today. You ain't got to wait. When your intuition tell you to get the hell on, Ashe. Oh, I ain't got enough money to leave. It's programs and resources to keep you safe. I have used some of them. Where they put you in a hotel and give you food cards and gas cards and all this shit so that you can be safe, so that you can preserve your life, beloved. Don't sit up there and say what you can't do because the money is limiting you. Where there's a will, there is a way. And if you want to see another day, your spirit tell you to move, Ashe. To the next now, this is done. I don't know who needed that, but that came up out my spirit and it felt like it was important. Somebody need to hear that today. And it don't matter whether you masculine or you feminine. Your spirit tell you to get the fuck on, Ashe. I love y'all. We're going to say it again. We are whole. We are complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. You are not alone. And you always have the ability to do what's done. You are infinitely abundant.